Okay, so I've just been sent a lovely little parcel from some friends in America. This is some products for me to review. Now, I've shown a huge interest in these. A Lume Cube. Oh, it's two Lume Cubes. These can be used with just about anything. They can be used with GoPros. They can be used with your standard cameras, any camera you like. They are one of the most powerful lights you can get. I'll try and get this open. Get that out. Heavy. I like heavy. Anything electronic, I like it being heavy. And there we go. We have two wonderful Lume Cubes. These are fantastic. Now, they're made of aluminium or some kind of metal. They feel cold because they've been in the post. These are brilliant. There we go. Let's have a play with this. Now, all I know from these are they're incredibly bright. 1500 lumens. So, to start off, let's just quickly show you this. One, there's 10 levels. That's the first level. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's pretty bright. That is, ow, don't put it in your eyes. That is fantastic. Now, there's only one real place that I can actually test these, and that's Spain. So as you can see, we had a really good time on holiday in Spain. Obviously, I didn't go there just to review the Lume Cubes. They just happened to arrive, I think it was 1 or 2 days before we left. So it's perfect timing. Now, I did get sent these by Lume Cube. I will be honest with you. I was going to buy them. I was looking at them about a year ago, but I'd been waiting to get my commercial drone license for flying at night time. And I'd been waiting to see if I got that before I'd buy anything. Just so happened that they asked me to review some before I went away. Now, I don't necessarily get to keep them. If it's a bad review, they'll want them back. If it's a good review, they may let me keep them. But I will say, even if they didn't let me keep them, I would still go and buy some because they are brilliant. You saw in the video, we used them loads underwater. My daughter at one point took them through a tunnel. I'll tell you how bright these are. She went through a dark tunnel on one of the water slides. And first of all, we had it on full power. And it was way too bright. She was super overexposed. So we turned it down to half power and it came out perfectly. Really, really good footage in a dark environment, going through water, brilliant fun, great stuff. Now, the kit Lume Cube sent me was the GoPro kit, which comprises of 2 cubes and the bracket, not the yellow bobber underneath. It's just the bracket on top, which allows 1 GoPro to go on and 2 Lume Cubes. And obviously you don't have to attach a bobber. We use this because it's bright. You can see it underwater, but you can obviously use any GoPro attachment with it. So that's brilliant. Glad they sent this because without it, 2 cubes is useless because I don't know where I'd put them. So this works really well. All you need to do when you've got it is take the GoPro. I've got the GoPro Hero 5 here, which was brilliant as well, by the way. You just slot that in, clip it on, that's secure as you like. And then on the Lume Cubes, if I just run you through these quickly, you've got 2 rubberized buttons on top. One's on and off, set flash, that kind of thing, and turn the Bluetooth on. And the other one's just to set the power output. And on the back, you've actually got, don't know if this one will come off, on the back you've got a screw on here, which I can't, oh yes I can undo it. I had it undone earlier. So with this, you take this waterproof, watertight screw off, it's rubberized as well, and that's where you attach your USB cable. So hopefully you can see that on this camera. You just put the USB cable in the back there, put this into the computer to charge, and I think it takes around 1 hour 20 minutes to charge from completely dead. During my tests I completely depleted these, and it took about 1 hour 20 to charge it up again. So when you have finished charging, make sure you put the cap back on, otherwise you compromise the waterproofness of the product. So, but once they're on, completely watertight, down to 30 meters or 100 feet, absolutely brilliant, solid as you like. We took these in the sea and they were getting smashed against rocks. There were stones and pebbles flying against them, and there's not a mark on them. Really, really solid. As well as that, you've also got the 1/4 inch tripod mount underneath. So with that, they just literally screw onto these mounts here, twist it round like that, and you can tighten it using the bit underneath. Put this one on as well, and it goes on like so. Very easy to do, very quick to set up, and just tighten that. And what I will say is, once you've got these on, spread them out ever so slightly in those directions, because if you put them in too far like that, you're getting a hot spot in the middle and you're not getting any light on either side. Because there's a bit of spread on the lights, if you turn them both out slightly, then you're getting the good spread on each and good wide coverage of all the lighting. So once you've got that set up, it's a brilliant, brilliant setup. Like I say, you can go snorkeling with these, you can go underwater, it'd do anything. That whole kit is so robust. Even the GoPro was getting knocked about by pebbles underwater when I was in the sea with it. But nothing's got a mark on it. Absolutely brilliant, really good setup. I'm not just saying that, I actually genuinely think they're good. And another good thing about these is the app. Now at the moment, hopefully you can see this on that camera, once you've paired these, they get paired by Bluetooth to the free app, which you used to have to pay for. It's the Pro app, and once you've paired them with Bluetooth, you literally just turn them on, that sends a signal out with Bluetooth, and on the app you can see on here, hopefully, there's 2 blue dots, and that tells you how many lights you've currently got attached. Now this app, I've been told, I know it will do 5 for sure, but it will also do, apparently you can actually control 100 lights from the app, which is amazing. But for now we've only got 2, so we've got 2 lights on there, and once it's set up you can either go on camera mode for stills photography, or you can go on to video work. But if we click on the Pro button up there, you can see there we've got 5 Lume Cubes. Only 2 actually have the dots to say they're on. So, oh, we just lost one, I think. We lost the connection on one. Oh no, they're both on again now. So if I go on there, and if I push the top button for one of them, see it came on for 1 second. I've got the flash output on this one to 1 second. On the second one, I've set it to much quicker. Oh no, I put that one to 1 second as well. Let's change the first one. I'll do it down to... Let's do it down to a 60th of a second. So this one should now, sorry, the other one should now flash a lot quicker. There you go, that's set to a 60th of a second. The other one is still on 1 second flash. That's for stills work. Okay, I'm hoping you're seeing those on the other camera there. But that's for stills work. So if you're using this with a smartphone or a GoPro camera, or even a DSLR, that's how the flash works with those. Pretty straightforward. You can change the output. So as you saw, that second one is for a second. If I now turn that down to 30th of a second, it's a lot quicker. Okay, so you're able to change. You're able to change those. Now, up the top right here, you can see a button that says All On. If I click that, both lights come on, and once they're on for video mode, you can then change the brightness output from the actual app itself. So we can do that for both Lume Cubes there. Very, very cool. So let's turn those off. The whole system is really good. It works really well, and with the app it's perfect. You can set up these lights. They're so portable, they're so robust and so bright that they will actually work for a lot of video operations. And the lights and the app will actually work underwater as well. So these will go down to 30 meters or 100 foot, and you can still operate them using the app outside of the water, which is pretty cool. Now, one of my concerns was battery power. How long do these last? and I'll quickly run through my tests with you. Like I said, they took about 1 hour 20 to charge, but when I was on 10% power, let's take one of these off to show you what the power looks like. So if I turn this on again, as soon as you turn the light on, it's on 10% power. There's 10 levels of output on these. So that's level 1, that's 20%, level 2, 30%, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That's 100% power. That's level 10, and that is 1500 lumens. It's incredibly bright and very, very powerful. Now, if you click it again, it will cycle back to 10%. So that's now on the lowest power, but it's easily good enough for maybe reading in a tent. If you're going on a hike and it's dark, this will illuminate the path in front of you, no problem at 10%. Even on this low power, it's a great torch. It's a great outdoor torch, or for indoors at night. And there is a disc you can get, a metal disc that you can put inside your shirt and put the Lume Cube straight on with a magnetic attachment, because the attachment on the back is metal, the whole cube's metal. Stick it on and you can basically work hands-free. If you're working outdoors, an electrician at night or something like that, then these are great for that. So there's so many applications you could use this for. But I tested all the batteries with this, all the different levels, and at 10%, I ended up walking around with it for a long time. It lasted for 15 hours and 8 minutes. That's phenomenal. It just wouldn't turn off. I ended up walking around the house with it all the time. I thought it would last a couple of hours, but it just kept going and going and going. Eventually at 11 o'clock last night, I had to turn it off, get up again in the morning, switch it back on. And yeah, it lasted 15 hours and 8 minutes at 10%. So that's good enough for a long hike, for maybe a weekend reading or a week's reading on holiday at night time. Brilliant, really cool. At 50% power, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At 50% power, where it's super bright, it lasted for 1 hour 15 minutes. I read that it would last 2 hours, but on my test it lasted about 1 hour 15, 1 hour 20. This one exactly 1 hour 15. The other one I left going, but I didn't check that one. But I know this one lasted exactly 1 hour 15 minutes. Then at 100% power, oh, by the way, at 50% power, it started getting hot. At 10%, for the whole 15 hours, it never once got warm or hot or hard to hold or anything. But at 50%, the battery did get warm. After about, I think it was 15 minutes, it got too hot to hold. So you need to have it on a tripod or some sort of stand. And after 1 hour, obviously it was absolutely boiling. So 50% power, it lasted 1 hour 15. Now 100% power on full power, which is super bright, I don't think you'll really use it that much on that power. It lasted for 24 minutes and 10 seconds. And after about 5 minutes, it heated up so much I couldn't hold it. So it got unbearable, incredibly hot. Won't damage it because it's solid, but it did get too hot to hold. So 24 minutes at 10 seconds at 100% power. Now, because a lot of people are going to be using these underwater, because with this setup, it's brilliant for snorkeling or scuba diving, that sort of thing. So a lot of people will use these underwater. So what I did was recharge this, and then I put it in a great big jug of cold water, and it lasted for 38 minutes and 50 seconds. That's a huge difference. You get an extra 14 to 15 minutes underwater. So a good 30 to 40 minute dive, you've got two of these on, and they're going to last you for the whole dive, even though you can actually turn them on and off underwater. But you know, 38 minutes on full power at 1500 lumens is incredible. So really, really good. Now that's it. I think these are absolutely brilliant. So you could use them for night work, for underwater work, for flash guns. They're really, really, really good. Fairly pricey, but for what you get, I think they're worth it. But for me, one of the reasons I got them, or I wanted to get them for a long time, was that I've been qualifying myself to updating my operations manual for aerial photography and aerial video to be able to fly at night. Now for that, I have to attach lights to the drone. I've got the DJI Inspire 1, and you have to attach lights to it. That's basically to both let other aerial users know that you're in the sky, and also so that you can see the drone when it's coming into land, that sort of thing. And if you're happy with these now, if you like what you've seen, then this part of the review ends here. So bye-bye, buy some, totally recommended, 100% fantastic. If on the other hand you're interested in flying drones and using lights, or you know someone that is, then the next 14 minutes video is going to show you me on the beach in Weymouth using the lights, showing you what kind of output you can get from them, how far you can see them, and all that kind of stuff. So if you're not into drones, thanks for watching, appreciate it. If you are into drones, then enjoy the next 14 minutes because it was good fun to make.
Okay, test. Okay, so I'm going to be testing out some night flying tonight. I've got the license from the CAA. Everything's lit here, as you can see. I'm going to be using the Lume Cubes to illuminate my way and obviously illuminate the drone so people can see it. So I'm going to turn those on now and set them to about half power. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go to 7 and turn this one on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They do go up to 10, but I'm going to use just 7 for now and see how we get on. So everything's clear. We've got 16 satellites ready to go. Everything's calibrated. So let's see how we go. I'm going to turn it around and see how bright the lights are on 7 so you can see. That's pretty bright. Not bad. I'm going to turn this camera down so you can see the screen. We've got a warning saying its battery temperature's a bit low. Filming myself at the moment, as you can see. So let's turn it around. And I'm going to go down a bit further, point the camera down and see how much it illuminates. You can see we've got good illumination there, so it's working pretty well. We're going to take it up, take it out to see a little bit. Let's do some test flights first. It's okay, all working well. Do a couple of turns. Go the other way. All looking good. So I'm now going to go out to see a little bit. And turn it around again to see if we can see it really easily, which I'm sure we can. Yeah, we can. Brilliant. It's illuminating pretty well. I'm sure you can see that. I'll show you with that GoPro on the chest. You can see it there. It's all looking pretty good. So let's take it up. I'm now recording on the camera. Got propulsion output limited again, so I'm now recording and you can see it's illuminating the beach pretty well. I think what I'll do now is bring it in, turn it up to full power. So let's bring it down. Luckily found a nice bit of mat on the ground. Let's bring it down. Okay, I'm going to stop the engines, I'm going to turn the lights up to full. And I'm going to point them downwards so we can look at the sea. So we'll go from 7 to 8, 9, 10. Got about half an hour at this level. Point it down, look at the sea. Let's go right down. Oh, turn it off. So 7, 8, 9, 10. Point this one down a bit further as well. So we're looking straight down now. I'm going to fire it up again. Okay, let's take off. 72% power left, and up we go. So now we can point the camera down and see what illumination we get from the lights, which is pretty good. You can see there. Let's go up. Okay, we're really at dusk now, so you can see it's actually illuminating pretty well. We're still on. Yep. Still recording, so let's bring it over to me. See how much it lights me up. And there you go. That's pretty good. It's very bright on me. Go back a bit. Really well lit. So let's have a little look along the beach. Go down. Let's go to the sea. You can see there, it's very well lit. Very impressive lights. They're incredibly bright. We're on about 1600 ISO and the light's failing all the time here with the sun. But you can see there we've got some really good light beaming on the sea. That's very good. Bring it along a bit. Really well lit, very bright lights. Let's bring it over the camera. Okay, you can see it there. Let's bring it towards the camera now. So, see there, very bright indeed. And obviously the mat's well lit. It's got pretty dark now in the last few minutes. The light's failing fast, so let's take it up. We're up to 10 meters or so, and you can really see it's still illuminating very well. Let's go out to sea. You can still see that on the main camera. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can still see it, so let's bring it right round to there. That's going to be easy to see at night. You can see just how bright those lights are. Really good. Okay, so as you saw there, we were flying in pretty dark conditions, and yeah, it's great. The lights are very powerful. You can see the drone easily in the sky from a long distance, especially, like I say, at level 10, which is 1500 lumens. The only trouble is with that, they only last for about half an hour at level 10. So if you're flying 2 or 3 batteries, it's probably best to stick to around level 6 or 7, and I think you get somewhere around 2 hours then. So obviously for any night flights I'm going to be doing, I'll set them to around level 5 or 6, hopefully get an hour and a half to 2 hours from them, easily enough for a good set of 6 or 7 batteries. So yeah, really impressed with the lights, flies really well at night, absolutely no problem. Obviously if the drone's facing away from you, you'll see the green lights. If it's coming towards you, you're going to see the lights on board the actual Inspire or the drone itself. So yeah, pretty good, really happy with those lights. Okay, let's go again, let's fly again. So the Lume Cubes are on 6 at the moment, so let's go.
Landing gear raising.
So I've raised them up a bit now, so you're not going to see so much from the drone. Let's go down. That's the angle we've got the lights at. You can see it's still pretty bright, even at number 6. Still pretty good. So now I'm not bothering illuminating anything with the lights, I'm just going to fly. Let's go out to sea, have a look on the main camera. You can see that. I'm going to take it out a fair distance. Let's go up a bit. Up a bit. So we're now, you can see that on the camera. Yeah, that's good. Let's go up and out. So we're now at 57 meters out. Let's go further back. Great light on the sea there from the drone. We're now at 125 meters out. Let's go up a little bit. No warnings, everything's good. Let's bring the camera up to show you that beautiful sunset. And let's take the camera up a bit. Let's take the drone up a bit, I mean. We've got some great light along the, you can see how bright they are. It looks like moonlight. Got a fantastic sunset. Beautiful. Really nice shot of Weymouth there. And again, you can see the drone really easily out at sea. And I can still see it really easily from the ground. The camera's picking it up well. So it's a wonderful, wonderful sunset. So I'm going to have a bit of a pan around and see what we got. Okay, the camera on the drone has just gone on. So you're seeing what I was talking about. Beautiful, beautiful sunset. Let's start off over here. Don't know what that smudge there is. Looks like smoke from someone's early bonfire. So let's pan round. See the guest house down there somewhere. So we'll now pan round. We're filming now in 4K. That's the sunset we've got tonight. Looking out at sea, it's actually almost too dark to see anybody. The lights are really showing well. I'm actually keeping the drone facing towards me so I can still see the lights, but I'm using the camera to actually turn around and see the sunset. So it looks absolutely superb, and you cannot see that sunset from the beach because it's just not happening. We've just got kind of grey. It looks grey from here. So the beauty of the drone is we get to see all of this great stuff. Let's pop it back round again. I'm now actually going to turn the drone itself to the best part of the sunset, to about there, and I'm going to take it up to see what we got. So you can still just about see it on the camera there. I'm now going to take it right up to show you the glorious sunset we got. Let's flick it to the other motion and bring it lens down a bit. Oops, let's go down. Look at that, beautiful. And that is Weymouth at night, absolutely stunning. I'm hearing fireworks, so I'm going to turn around and see what we've got. In fact, let's not turn the drone, let's turn the camera itself. So we can see a bonfire over there. I'm not going to fly over there, but you can see a bonfire that someone's done one day early. Looking great. We're still filming on all three cameras, I think. Yep, that's cool. We've got about 15 minutes left to film. 71% left on the battery, but you can see we've got some beautiful fireworks starting over there. Let's turn it around again and just nip it down. Fantastic, look at that. So we've got some early fireworks. Can't see any more at the moment. Got a beautiful evening. Turning the whole drone round now. So it's facing away from me. I can still just about see the lights even though it's facing away. Got a great shot down the coast there. Still see the lights. Turning right round. Still just about see them. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's turn the drone right round, make sure I can see the green lights, which I can. So let's bring the drone down so you can see it on the camera a bit better. So I'm thinking that you can hopefully see that still, not sure. Let's bring it down so it comes into view. There you go, you might just be able to see that. Not sure. There we go, it's just coming to view. So hopefully on there you can see we've got the green lights as it's facing away from us. As we turn the drone round, you'll now see the front lights from the Lume Cubes. Very bright indeed. So I'm now going to bring it back. Still recording the sunset. Let's bring it back. You can see in the drone footage, just see me down there with the lights on. So let's bring it round. That is what a stunning view. Absolutely beautiful. Let's bring it down. Really good sunset tonight, we can see. So we'll bring it over a bit and down. You can see my landing area well lit there. So what I'll do now, I'm at about 20 metres, let's bring it down to about 15 metres. About there, 16 metres. Turn the lens down. Camera down, sorry, to the light, illuminate the sea. It's pretty good. I think it's illuminating almost me at the moment, so let's bring it back into land. Let's turn it up a bit. Still see that glorious sunset. In fact, I might just keep recording for a little bit, turn it round ever so slightly and go up again, use some battery power up. Let's go to about there. Let's take it up again. Wow, that looks amazing. That's Weymouth at night, folks. Stunning. It looks good. Let's pan up a bit, see the sunset. Got some people coming towards me, so I'm probably going to come in and land.